Hello there, YouTube. All that nice weather couldn't last forever. Not this time of year in the Pacific Northwest. It wasn't raining. It looked like it rained overnight, but just before I come out, it started dumping. But welcome to Thursday, the 18th of March. No Sparky this morning. If he's there, he's very well hidden. It's oddly nice looking down here in Vancouver.
I know, I would take the blue.
But you can definitely tell the rain slipped through here not too long ago.
Maybe it came here first and then hit us.
Yeah.
Never know.
Well, Mama,
It's a hope.
have yourself a wonderful Thursday.
You too, sweetheart.
And I'll see you in the passings throughout the day.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, babe.
Love you. Was that one the crate I was looking at the other day, thinking it was an RT? We know the reason they're not being shipped yet. They're doing some kind of software upgrade to the bikes in Jersey at the port where they come in. The BMW folks are. We're not sure of what that software update is, but that's what the delay is. So I'll give you more details as I learn it. Some of the stuff I gotta install. These aren't a bad one to build at all. And it's kind of one of those things, once you do a couple, there's all the 45 pieces that go along with the skid pan that goes in it. Boy, do them things perform. Holy moly. Sometimes we get interference on our little walkie-talkies. I would like to thank you, BMW. These little metal clips, super strong, go on. These hang down, and then the short screws go through the holes in the engine case. I sure hope I can pop that out. That could be an issue. It looks like it's cut all the way through. It just didn't fall. I just thought you guys would like to see a mismanufactured BMW part or one little hiccup in it. That's not something you normally see. Little punch. It's interesting. It was in there pretty tight too. Look at the thickness of what came out compared to the... That thing's like crushing it as it's popping it out. Got the clips on. Cool stuff. We did leave work, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
In here in Kalama. All them beautiful Christmas lights they get put out every year. Last couple years. We missed them last 2 years. Man, $349.9 with a credit card. Can't believe there's still stations around that charge you 10 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
We were running.
For using your debit card.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
We were running late, so we didn't stop for gas. Wasn't my fault.
No, not at all.
It's absolutely amazing how detailed Royal Enfield's instructions are, right down to telling you what size wrench is required for different things. That's pretty cool. All the torque specs, and it's PDF, so it's just super high definition. Anyway, let's check this thing out. One of the things I was pondering, I wonder if I can run those mirrors inverted on this thing. There's plenty of room there, but kind of concerned how they'll look, and I don't know. Oh, you know what? I forgot I was going to look at work for some plugs to put in the mirror holes. I think I actually have some of them that probably go back to the 80s or something. I popped them out for Hondas and stuff when you convert them to dirt bikes. How weird is that? Look at the smudge I put on there. Yuck. It looks like a bug, and then I must have wiped it or something. Yuck. What a cool motorcycle. Maybe. But because they're, the angle of the bar, it's pointing the mirror inward. and it's too long. If the arm was shorter and you had some adjustability to move them out a little bit, you see what I mean about it tucking inward? It's going with the angle that the bar is going. So where it's going to come out on the top, and it's too low, it would work. I mean, it doesn't hit the tank, but it's just too low. And of course, you would spin the mirror, and the mirror's kind of biased to one side. So when I spun this thing around, so the Royal Enfield was facing upright, the mirror would be sitting out like this. But still, all I see is my legs, and I don't think I have that much adjustability to even make the mirror. So it would just be really weird. I'd have to look way down. Where my iron, it's natural just to glance and see where those are at. And they're much, well, I guess they're not a whole lot longer, but just the way they angle out. Yeah, it's just a different setup. I can see great out of the iron. Man, do them things look fantastic. And from what I can tell sitting in here, I did drop it off the stand because it sits so high off the ground, I couldn't aim them correctly. But they fit really nice. Super high quality. No interference with the throttle. And the glass is actually viewable. It seems to have a slight tint to it. That's kind of cool. My Street Glide Special, remember from the 15 to the 17, it almost like it had that what do you call that thing when it tints in the bright sunlight? I don't know. Transitions, yeah. I am super happy with them mirrors. That's cool. I didn't realize it, but they have the Honda style weights in the bars where it's like this slug that's in there with rubber on the end. Kind of tripped me out trying to get the end caps off because they wanted to spin on those. I'm going, that's just like a Honda. When I pulled it out, it's exactly like a Honda. Yeah, I really do like them mirrors. Heck yeah. And they stick out good enough that, I mean, you can see really well out of them. Nice. So the first set of instructions for putting the sump pan on is to remove the exhaust, but they want you to somehow or another hang the front of the header so you don't pull the, let me get a light on here. So you don't pull the O2 sensor wires. Well, they're just sitting right here. You just unlatch them from their stay and then click them. But you need to make sure you do not mix them O2 sensors up. Let me tell you, they do not like that happening, because if it's reading the wrong O2 and it's making a cylinder adjustment and it's not getting the response it's looking for, I'm telling you what, that is one strange running motorcycle if you ever mix up them O2 sensors. So luckily these are laying very clearly right and left. Kind of looks cool without the exhaust on it. Now she looks like a racer. Does look kind of cool, all naked back there. But yeah, let's finish the sump bit. I just don't even understand why they wouldn't tell you that. Probably because some knucklehead's going to mix up the O2 sensor wires and be all pissed off and screaming at a dealer or something. Who sold me a piece of junk because I'm an idiot and I swapped my O2 sensor wires. Tag them somehow or another. Put a right and a left, or use a silver marker and a gold marker or something. Like I say, luckily these are very obviously hanging in the right two areas. So here's the mouflars on the ground. I broke my Royal Enfield. There she is. Now, I know it looks like it's protruding too far forward, but you got to remember the exhaust comes through here. The exhaust comes through here, and it will look absolutely normal. One thing, so yeah, I made it so it's level with the frame, because this bracket is ultimately adjustable, and there's some slack in the back to allow you to do that. But I wanted it to run level with the frame so it didn't look janky. But look how close that puts it to the oil filter. So I'll most likely have to loosen these each time I change oil, which is no big deal. But getting to the lock nut on this side, can't really see it. It's fine getting to the lock nut on the inside of this, or just the nut. It's not a lock nut, but the nut on this side is a little tricky. You gotta be a little creative with tools to get in there. But yeah, she looks good. She's gonna look beat up before too long though. See the washers used in the back? That's because there's square holes in the back that allow that to have some movement. It was all straightforward, just follow the instructions. The only deviation I did from the instructions was the O2 sensors. And as you can see, the left is clearly hanging out over here on the left, and the right's on the right hand side there. Just don't move anything. That's funny. It's funny, the people that have modified their bikes. You know, I wish they gave me some new crush washers for the headers, because that looks like that's those round, they're like hollow tubes that are in a circle. It's like Honda and Kawasaki use those, and they don't always seal the second time. So let me do some measurement here before I close her out and see what I can find in Honda. That'll work. I'd rather put new crush washers in there. It probably even says in the instructions to use new ones, but it'd been nice if they gave you a set. But they do not. Yeah, all this is pretty straightforward. Easy peasy. And the mirrors. I absolutely love those mirrors. They're incredible. I love the way they feel when you're sitting on the bike. Of course, when you, like I said, put it on the race stand, it jacks it way up in the air. But, I mean, you still get the sense of it. I must have reached up there with my hands dirty and grabbed the seat. I sure love this old motorcycle, boy. She's so fun to ride. And for the money, I can't believe the fun you're getting out of this thing. I got that thing a whole lot dirtier than I thought. You guys remember I come back and says, look, I hardly got it dirty at all. No. She needs a bath. And, you know, I could have cleaned the oil filter up before I put the pan on. I'm close to doing the first service on it anyway. Who cares? But I do like that it's open, so things that get caught in there can just roll themselves out. I've seen people go across a rock and bam, land on their belly pan, and there's a rock captured in there. You see these guys with the ADV bikes put these great big covering, it looks like a bathtub that they wrap their bikes with. Oh man, are you asking for it? Because stuff collects inside there, dirt, gravel, and everything else, and you go across a stump and you belly flop that thing on that pan, you go, yep, I'm golden. I got that great big pan on there. What you actually do is just knock a hole in your cases. And in a BMW, dude, that is an expense beyond what you could possibly imagine. Because those cases on those things split vertically. And they're line board cases. You're basically going to buy a short block. Don't put those pants on there. I mean, come on. People read stuff on the internet. Well, I read it in the forum. I need to put that big thing on there. You mean the big dirt collector that's going to ultimately take your engine out. And I say this from experience. Not with them big belly pans that are ridiculous looking anyway, but with an old XL250 I had. old Mount Solo. I was out there ripping and snorting around, and I didn't clean the dirt out from there, and a rock had got in there and stuck with the mud. And those were the old, what they call the diamond configurated frames that use the engine as a stress member, which is kind of common nowadays with bikes. Well, I went flopping on that thing. Guess what? There was a rock in there. Knocked a hole in the case. But those cases split horizontally, but it didn't matter. The Honda cases were line bored as well. So I told Kelly I'd be in by 9:15, and it is now 9:30. So I need to bail out, gather up my stuff, lock everything up, call her a night. I'll see what I can find for exhaust header gaskets on this thing, and we'll deal with this tomorrow. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. So again, the goodbye vlog is after before I did all this stuff, because it was nice. Kelly's in pain. She did something yesterday that's got her side. I mean, so bad we left a half an hour early today. She said, I just can't take it no more. So, all right, I'm bailing. Well, hello there, YouTube. Look at this. Even though it's pouring down rain, it's still bright outside. Mm-hmm. That's always nice. That's always a bonus.
It is.
Man, what a crazy rain day. It's amazing how it can be so nice for a few days and just cut loose like it did today.
It's messed up.
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, it wasn't that busy at work. I had plenty to do. Kelly says it was busy, but not chaotic.
Yeah, non-chaotic is
Yeah.
the key word.
I actually left a little earlier. She woke up this morning, that side that she hurt when she went down, it was really hurting her today for some reason. I don't know if she did something at work yesterday or...
Slept wrong? Or
Yeah.
what?
But who knows? She goes down there, what are you doing?
I do care if we left a little early. It's
All
dying
right.
here.
Yeah. So we left a little early. Other than being wet, it was kind of casual drive home. But anyway, once again, I'm doing the goodbye before the end. I'm gonna go out there. I think I'm gonna piddle around with my 650. Save the Royal Enfield so her and I can do infields together.
Yeah.
So play around with those bar end mirrors and well, I don't want to explain it to you because you're gonna see that before you get here. So
yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that, whatever I come up with. But anyway, that way she don't have to get back up to do the goodbye or anything like that. We just get her done. I'll go do my piddling around, and that'll be it for the evening.
Oh, God. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. That completely throws me off when I do the goodbye before I'm done with the vlog. I don't know what to say. All right. Thank you guys now. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.